I am getting ready to do my daily method activities.
I love all these. Like, I can't even lie to you.
So I was just
I want all of them.
I was just
I'm eating all of them.
creating a short. So I was actually going through and making some B-roll
I want cotton candy right now.
for my short today. And God was like, just go live. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just go live. But I am getting ready to check out a new software. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's called Filmora. And it's okay for me to like utilize CapCut and what's the other one? Velo on my mobile phone. But I am so old school, y'all. Like I just would rather see something on a big screen. I don't know. Maybe that's just what happened as you get up in the ages, but I need to see it on the computer screen. So I'm nervous about this.
Don't be nervous.
Congrats, you found the perfect AI video. Let's see. Okay. I already have this though. Let me not go to the web. Let me not go there. Let me go to the actual app. Because I'm like, wait, I already have this. What was I gonna say? I'm nervous about this new switch because every time you have to utilize new software, especially when it comes to editing, you be having to learn everything all over again. Here it is right here. I'm like, I know I have it. I know I didn't downloaded it and everything, so I need to clean off these glasses because backup found. We love to use. Okay, go finish your homework, girl. Okay.
Cotton candy actually tastes pretty good. And it also has little cotton candy bits in it.
Ooh. I never liked cotton candy flavor. Like I like cotton candy, but not
Mommy, when we went to
not the flavor.
when we went to that cabin, and we went to that riding place, me, Avery, Ava, and London, we shared some cotton candy, but we gave also some to Chase. I don't even know why.
Yeah. Hello, welcome. You guys, I am so super excited. I am so super excited to be in this new energy. How is everybody's day going? Is everyone having a productive week? What is it? It is Thursday. The week is not over, honey. The night is still young. You have not made $1 million in your business yet, and so let's go. Okay, we just hit a snag. I have to upgrade this new software. So I'm going to wait till this new software update and then I can get started. But I was literally just doing some B-roll for my short today. Hi, Rocking Johnny. Thank you.
Rocking Johnny.
Do your homework.
Yeah.
Focus so you can get done with it. I was just literally doing some B-roll because I want to create a short today and I want to be able to put my message out there. I've been changing my strategy up this week on how, I'm going to tackle getting online and get my story out there. Hi, I'm from New Jersey. Okay, great. New Jersey is in the building. New Jersey's in the building. How many of us out there knows about digital marketing and how it can absolutely change your life? Because you should absolutely know about digital marketing and how it can change your life. Any walk of life, okay? So if you guys don't know me, my name is Jordan the Fairy. I am a single mom of 2 kitties, and I found digital marketing at a time in my life where I needed to get from behind the 8 ball. I needed to get myself off public housing and get myself off of assistance. And sometimes when we are in these predicaments, when we're in these situations, turn that down a little bit, baby. when we are in these situations and we're going through struggles, we kind of identify with them and we let them define who we are. And so I have just been so honored to like get myself out there and put my story out there, because if you could look at my story and you can say, wow, like she's on public housing, she's whatever you might want to say, and digital marketing and digital products is working for her, why couldn't they work for me? Because you may be better off somewhere, right? And so why wouldn't it work for me? We have to learn how to not let our situations define us, because that limits our ability to be able to think and hold a greater thought than our reality. And so I've been able to do that with digital marketing. I've been able to take my own personal expertise, take the things that I've been learning throughout my life, um, the lessons and things that I've been learning through my struggles, and applying that to digital marketing and applying it to an opportunity that really could change your life. If you just decide on one thing, right? If you just decide to do one thing and commit to that one thing for the rest of your life, you will be successful at it. Most people don't think that that's the solution, right? Most people don't think that if they find one thing to commit themselves to and they become really good at it, that could be the thing that takes them out of the game, right? Of the rat race, of the trying to get in front of all of the bills, wanting to live a more independent, free life, right? Creating passive income. Find you something to be dedicated to. Find you something to be committed to. And for me, that thing is just digital marketing. I watched a lot of people. I watched all the people for the past 10 years, right? From the age of like 19, I watched people utilize digital marketing in their lives to change their life. I never knew what these people were doing. I used to be like, what are people doing to change their life like this? And I would rack my brain. I was racking my brain, like, how are people making money online? Like, I really want to learn how to make money online. Shh, can you please quiet down? I'm live. I really want to know how to make money online. And so I had to go on my make money online journey, because I was just like, I'm tired of watching other people make money online and I'm not getting in, right? Like, let me in. God, let me in there. And so 2 years ago, when I found myself find myself being accepted into the public housing program, I was like, no way. I have to find a solution, because if I stay here, I know that this will be a sentence, right? Because a lot of us women who get walked down, right, into the public housing system, most of us stay on those systems, right? Most of us do. A lot of us don't get a chance to get off because we're so caught up in the cycle of, trying to maintain. And so you need a solution. You need a solution, especially as a single mom. I'm a single mom. So especially as a single mom trying to get herself out of that system, you're going to need something that is definite, because you decided that you were going to commit to it, right? Because for the simple fact that you decided to commit to it, you will be rewarded for it, right? There was some advice that I got from Alex Hormozy, and he said, if you just dedicate yourself to something for 1 year, you can change your life. And so that's what I did. My 1 year anniversary, my digital business is August 2nd. So I'm super excited about, just seeing where I am in business, just dedicating myself to something for 1 year. Like, it's very much possible. I think you should give yourself that year, because you just never know, like, the variables that you have. My variables was I was a single mom, right, on public housing. And so my variables are much different. There are mindsets and things that I have had to overcome to get to this space that where I am, to be in the healthiest place in my business. So anything you get into, you want to give yourself a year to see the results. I never understood, no more candy. I never understood why entrepreneurs, people that were in business for years, would give me that advice. Like, don't expect anything in the first year. Like, just commit yourself to learning. And that's what I did. And, you have to take that chance. You have to put those suckers down and go do your homework. You have to take that chance to trust what guidance you're being given, Like, you really do. Because there were moments where I would hear that all the time, and I'd be like, that's not possible. A year is not going to make a difference. Like, that made a difference for them because blah, blah, blah. But it's very much so possible. It's very much so that you can, you know, commit yourself to something for 1 year and actually see your life change and actually see some results. Like, I'm telling you, success is inevitable, right? Your journey is to faith, right? Success is inevitable. It upgraded. Okay, I'm nervous. Your journey is to faith, okay? Your journey is to faith. Anything you get yourself into, you're going to be successful. It's inevitable because you decided to commit to it. The toughest thing is the challenges in the way your faith will be tested during this new commitment, right? And so digital marketing is probably going to be like one of the easiest routes to take because it is a learn and earn kind of opportunity, right? Like, you're going to earn while you learn. Other business foundations, or let's say business models, if you're trying to go the traditional route, right? Because this is definitely the digital social route where you can move a little bit faster because the startup cost is very low. The overhead is very low, right? So you don't have to wait for a grant to start a business. You don't have to wait for a loan to start a business. You can just start the business, invest into the knowledge, and you can begin to implement the things that you're learning inside of whatever you invested into. So for me, I was able to invest in the Digital Profits University. It's basically a university set up to where you can go and learn everything about the business of online business, truly what digital marketing is, truly what building a brand looks like, and basically giving you a jump start. This program was set up so neatly and nicely, especially for somebody like me, because I wasn't tech savvy, right? I wasn't tech savvy. I didn't have all of, the information about how to build a website, how to embed payment processors, or, how to get my information on the site so that way the person that came on my website could understand exactly what they were getting. I didn't know any of that. And so when I came into the community, all that stuff was there, right? Where they built the website for me. They built the email marketing funnel for me. And also I was given the product. Right? So I didn't want to go out and I remember looking for a community to get into. And I remember I said, I don't want to create my own digital product, right? I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't have time for that. Because I had spent 2 years prior to that building out my own course, and I didn't have digital marketing around it. So when I came to Digital Profits U, I was like, I'm not in that space. I need to get something out there today. I need to get my mission out there today. Like, I'm not, waiting until I build out a course that's going to take another year or two to get the information together. I'm like, if I'm sitting here and I'm learning from this high-level training course, right? I'm learning everything that's required to be successful. Where they're going to give me social media training in this thing. They're going to give me the website. They're going to give me all it is that I need to know, the mentorship, the support. Why wouldn't I sell this, right? If I really truly care about other people, if I really truly care about people changing their lives, if I really truly care about allowing people to know about a solution that's going to absolutely put themselves in a better position and have a jump start on their digital journey, right? Why wouldn't I sell this? Why would I gatekeep and keep all of this goodness to myself? It just don't make sense. And so what we have to do is we have to realize where the market is going, where the market is flowing. Nobody's in the store. Okay? Nobody is in these stores. Amazon has taken over completely, right? Where what we've learned from Amazon is that people, you need to be in the business of convenience, right? People love convenience today. This is what Amazon has taught us. So if you are not in the business of convenience, you need to be, because that's where the money is. Nobody's in the stores. They're just not in the stores anymore. And so we have to begin to create digital businesses, right? That yields us passive income, that allows us to create a sense of freedom in our life, right? And so if you pay attention to what's going on outside, you need to be building a digital business, right? Because people love convenience. People love the fact that they can buy a digital product and then they receive it in the next 5 minutes because it's going to get shot right to their email, right? Restart, upgrade completed. Click yes to restart the new version. Yes. Okay. So I'm excited. I have a new software because I get so tired of editing on my phone. Like it's okay. Like I've been working with it, but I just feel like there's going to be a little bit more things that I could do. So I have a new system to sit here and learn about, so that way my videos can evolve and grow, because I'm really excited about the journey on YouTube. So, but really quickly, I want to finish my point about building a digital business. Like, this is nothing new under the sun. Let me tell you this, okay? Google was created in 1998. Jai, turn it down just a little bit, or you can actually go work at your office in your room, please. No, just go work at your office.
Okay. This game doesn't require to have sound up.
What'd you say?
It doesn't require to have this sound.
I know, but I would rather you go work right at your desk.
No, I'm missing something.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What's new in Filmora? Audio to video. Smart short. They got short clips. Yay! So I can edit my shorts in here. Yay! Okay. Multi-camera editing, AI translation, smart BGM generation, short video creator, smart scene cut, smart, okay, Filmora Copilot. Interesting. Image to video. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I'm excited because they got all these new upgrades on this software, and I haven't even got started yet, so this is probably a good time to start studying this software. But anyways, Google came out in 1998, right? So when we talk about how new Google is very, very new, okay? And so if Google is only 26 years old, right? We have to understand that a lot of the opportunities that's been out here is very young compared to these Fortune 500 companies that's been here for 500 plus years, right? Digital marketing and digital products is very new to the game, right? Because these things can only exist as long as the internet exists, right? And so if Google, the internet, is only 26 years old, we have such an advantage to build a legacy on these digital businesses, right? We have the opportunity to build legacies. Shoot, it'll be here as long as we're here, right? We ain't come here for a long time. We came here for a good time. And so as long as you're here, you're going to be able to build a sustainable income for yourself, as long as you get yourself inside of a community that's offering you those type of resources. So that way you can go on a journey of commitment, okay? And be able to grow and learn and earn while you learn, right? When I found out that Google was only 26 years old, I'm older than Google, right? It's only 26 years old. I was like, oh my gosh, we have such an advantage to build sustainable lives for ourselves, because it's not going anywhere no time soon, right? When you learn things like that, like, oh wow, it just kind of popped off. Not only that, the information that we're talking about just became public, right, to us. And in the late 1990s, this is when these Fortune 500 companies begin to make marketing, the things that they're doing to sustain the businesses that they've had for the past 300 years available to the public, right? They were not giving back this information. And so when it first hit the internet in the late 1990s, you had to know somebody that knew somebody, right? In order to get access to what is required to actually market your business on a Fortune 500 company level. That was just not a thing. You had to be in a nice little secret circle, right? Because if you can remember when digital marketing first dropped on the internet, right? It was these top names selling systems, right? And these were the systems they were selling. They were selling you back marketing material, right? And so now that this material, I'm talking about in the past 20 years, has become available to the public, to an everyday person like me, somebody that's on like Section 8, right? Very system dependent, single mom, we can do big things with that type of information, right? Just by making a simple investment of $500. $500 is going to get you a sustainable business for the rest of your life. So when I knew that, $500 wasn't nothing to me. Here you go. You can have all my money. If the information that I'm receiving is the same information that these Fortune 500 companies are running, and they've been here for thousands of years, thank you very much. I've just been able to build an empire overnight because I now have the information, right? Because I now have the information, I'm able to build and do what these other companies have been doing for years. McDonald's, Walmart, Burger King, okay? A lot of these Fortune 500 companies, even these Empire State Buildings that you don't know about in secret, they've been doing the same thing, right? Radio stations, all these bigger companies have been utilizing marketing to build the empires that they have. Just for an example, digital marketing is very new, but marketing is nothing new, right? And so when we talk about the expansion of traditional marketing, right? So we talk about billboards, okay? Old school billboards, newspapers, magazines, getting yourself a spot in a newspaper, okay? Radio, that's traditional marketing. That's what these Fortune 500 companies use. McDonald's, they use all this stuff, TV advertising on, commercials. So even these Fortune 500 companies that's been here for years have evolved with the digital space, right? A lot of us today have McDonald's in our inbox. We have Walmart in our inbox. We have Sam's Club in our inbox, Costco in our inbox, because they understand, right? That if I send you an email today that I have a coupon, when you think about dinner, you're going to come to my store. You're going to come to my store, right? Why? Because they have access to your email. They have access to you. This is the type of stuff that we need to have set up for ourselves, right? To where when you think about, when you get in a position to buy something, I'm going to send you an email because I want to keep me at the top of your mind, just like these Fortune 500 companies does. When you in the market for making an investment to changing your life, right? I want to be somebody that you think about because I have an opportunity for you. So why not take what it is that these Fortune 500 companies are doing and doing it for yourself and putting your own messaging behind it, selling your own product, selling your own, solution, right? You don't want this kind of information. Like if you're coming across my page and you're coming across this information, you don't sit on it. You don't wait another day, right? Because it's going to be the difference between you being in whatever it is that you're in and not. A lot of us have become so complacent, right, with our reality. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be cool with this. I've been making it, right? This economy has been changing and stuff, and I have been finding some solutions. But no, want more. Want more. Don't just settle for, oh, I'm getting by. No, want some more for yourself. Don't just be like, yeah, I'm cool with I made it today. I'm cool with I survived today. No, it's time for you to decide that you're ready to thrive. It's time to decide that you're ready to thrive. Because if someone like me on public assistance, right? A public housing, whatever you want to call it, okay, can reach for more, you can too. You probably somewhere better off, right? You probably sitting somewhere way better off than I am. And so if I can reach for more, you can too. You can too. Don't hear this live and say, wow, like, you know, she's got access to like some really interesting information, some information she said that these Fortune 500 companies are using, and just be like, I'm not worthy. No, ma'am, no, sir. You are absolutely very worthy of the changes, that the transformation, right? You're absolutely worthy of the transformation. I've been able to pave the way. You don't have to come in here and overthink, right? I did it for you already. I've came in and overthought, right? You don't have to come in here and not know exactly what to do. I've already done it. I paved the way for people who overthink. I paved the way for people who think that they don't know what is required to come in and be successful, to start a digital business and be successful in it. I've already went through all that just for you specifically. For you specifically, I've been through all of that already. So that way, when you come in and you decide that you want to take a leap of faith and start yourself a digital business and begin to change your life, we already know exactly what it is that you need to do. I've been through all the trials and tribulations just so it can be easy for you. I've done all that already. I've blazed the trail, so that way you don't have to worry about coming in and not knowing what steps to take, right? My mentor is absolutely the bomb and amazing. She's in the community as well, and she has really laid out such an amazing opportunity. Such an amazing opportunity for any woman out there, any single mom, any woman that's still system dependent, heck, anybody, okay, right, could come in and really do wonders in their life. It has done such wonders in my life. So I can be a testament for you, right? So that way I can come and let you know this is very possible. This is very possible. But like I said at the very beginning of the video, you have to be willing to give yourself a year to see major changes. And I'm not saying that it's going to take you a year, right? Because it didn't take me a year. But what I'm saying is, realistically, giving yourself some grace and a chance to figure out how a business fits into your lifestyle, you want to give yourself a year's worth of time to really see like big shifts in your life and these major changes, right? Especially taking that year and being consistent. Most people, after a year in business of being consistent, they're very close to building passive income for themselves. The toughest days I had to get through was the very beginning days, right? Where I was, just building out my systems, learning everything about what is required to have a business online, getting all those things set up. And I think that took me based on my variables, right? As a single mom, you might not be your variables could be very different. But for me, it took me about 2 to 3 months to get my system set up and to find a real flow, right? Of, doing business and having a new mindset about, this is now an identity, right? For me, the biggest thing that I probably had to deal with was an identity shift, right? That was the biggest thing, the biggest hurdle I had to get over was, oh my gosh, this is actually a new identity. None of what I've been can go with me where I'm going. Like the procrastination, right? The overthinking, the not wanting to show up and being a vessel, not wanting to be used by God, right? All of those things were identities that could not come with me. And so I do believe that if there is any challenge that you come up against in this business, in owning your own digital business, is going to be you have to go through that identity shift, knowing that you're worthy of the changes that you're going through, and welcoming in the challenge, right? And not creating any resistance against living a more passive life. Because it's easy to say, oh, yes, I found an opportunity where it's going to allow me to create passive income, right? But it's another thing to be addicted to the struggle, right? Addicted to the struggle, and then now all of a sudden you found something that's so easy. And so what I did, and what most of us will do, is try to create drama around it, because we just don't resonate with things being so simple, right? And so that was the biggest hurdle that I had to go through in my business, was letting go of the fact that it just wasn't hard and that I could just flow, and knowing that that's okay, right? The biggest thing that we're going to have to be able to conquer is our mind, nothing else. Owning a digital business and starting up a business online, and even in traditional business, 80% mindset, right? 20% implementation, right? A lot of what you do is going to be in your mind. So, you know, if you're ready to start a digital business, start working on your mind, right? Because sometimes our mind can be our biggest enemy, right? Like, oh my gosh, making up excuses for ourselves. We have to master the mind. The mind will say stuff like, girl, you okay? You don't gotta do that today. It's all right. Everything is gonna be just fine and dandy. Knowing daggone well that is not what is required to be successful. And so that's what I mean by we will have to overcome our minds and know when the ego is present and just trying to make us feel better about what we're going through. No, ma'am, I'm welcoming the challenge, and I'm welcoming the pressure. And so that was my biggest challenge, where I was talking myself out. I said, well, this is the thing. I just decided on this. I said, if I can talk myself out of an opportunity, then I probably could talk myself into one as well, right? Because when you begin to understand how the mind works, right, it's all about the conversation you having with yourself. And so I just decided, well, shoot, I didn't talk myself out of a lot of opportunities. So let me talk myself into this one. Like, I'm going to just use what I've learned in the years that I was failing, to use that to make a huge shift and pivot in my life to be successful. Like, I'm no longer talking myself out of things. I'm talking myself into them. And I think that would be a big, a major shift in starting a business as well. But I'm super excited to be in this new phase, to be in this new energy, to be able to just let things flow and be able to come share my story, and to be a testament to what's possible out here if you just find yourself dedicated and committed to learning and prioritizing your education. So I've been able to land in a really great place, right? Digital Profits U has been like my savior, and it has been such a strong pillar in my growth journey to owning a successful digital business, and eventually freeing myself off the system, right? Like, it's just a matter of time. This is not about a matter of whether or not it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time, especially when you have been conditioning yourself. Like, I've been conditioning myself over the past 8 months to be in this place that I'm in. So, success is definitely inevitable for me. My journey right now, is the name of the game for me, is just in strengthening my faith. And this is where I want you to be. I want you to be in a place where all you are focused on is building your faith, learning to trust the process, learning to let go and let God. And having an opportunity in your lap, having the information, having the community support, having a bomb mentor, and having, just a solution, right? Like, knowing you have a solution is a game changer for anybody. Knowing you have a solution is a game changer for anybody. The moment I invested into Digital Profits U, hope was restored. Hope was restored. I believe you have to go to hope first before you can begin to pray. Okay, that's just what it was for me. I felt such, and like I said, there's no other way to explain it other than just I felt a lot of hope, right? I knew that I had found the thing. In the moment I knew I found the thing, I was like, I have to start figuring this out so that way I could let more women know about this. There's no way that more women have not made the investment yet, and they're still struggling. And they're still thinking that the solution is a 9 to 5. There was no way that I could sleep at night. There's no way where I could just nod, okay, go live, all right, even if I ain't talking to nobody, right? And make videos and create shorts. Because there is a woman out there that's still struggling and don't have a solution. Not even thinking about one. Why? Because when you are in survival mode, you're not thinking about a way out. You're thinking about trying to get this day done. How you gonna get through this day right here? You ain't thinking about that. You ain't thinking about that at all. And so I have to be an advocate for the women who don't know that there's a solution to their problem. There's a solution to struggling. There's a solution to not having enough money. There's a solution to not being able to buy yourself whatever it is you want to buy yourself. There's a solution to where you can buy the kids what they need and what you need. There's a solution out there for you. And Digital Profits U is the place, right? We are in a really good time, in a really good space in our community. And so we are ready to welcome in people who are serious and ready to change their life, right? We're in a really good space inside of the Digital Profits U, and it's growing and evolving. We have such amazing pillars in the community. It's important to have people that's got their boots on the ground, right? Their feet is planted firm in their belief about what's possible for you. We are in such good places today. And we are ready to be on the front line for those who may be in a season of insecurity, who don't know whether or not digital marketing can be a solution for them, and whether or not business for them is possible. Before I go, I want to talk really quickly about how we compartmentalize our dreams and how that affects us, right? And so, because learning how to make money online, right, and owning a digital business could be a dream of yours, you compartmentalize it in the do not touch file of your mind, right? Because we believe that dreams are not possible. So we put the do not touch this, don't go after this, right? That's what we put making money online in our dreams in that compartmental, in that file. And so we never touch it. It just becomes a thing that's top secret. That's, I can't go over there because it's not possible. So when you run into, opportunities such as Digital Profits U, and you meet people like me who is advocating for a product or in the community, a lot of what I had to do was take that dream of owning a business, being an entrepreneur, learning how to make money online out the top secret file and put it into the possibility file and put it into this is what can be true for you every day. A lot of us have going to work, working 40 plus hours, getting overtime as the way to live a more life of stability. We have to start taking our dreams, aspirations, and goals out of the top secret file that's not supposed to be touched and bring it over to reality and bring it over to possibility, right? And bring it over to how can I start breaking this down in order to make this real, right? Because it's very real. I'm talking about, that's probably the most major development that I had in my business, was to stop thinking that my dreams and goals and aspirations were not obtainable. But it's only because you have that in your mind. You have it tucked away nicely and neatly right there for that, so that way you can think about it, but do nothing about it. Right? But do nothing about it. And so we have to get you out of that place to where you are bringing it over to reality. Okay, so I want to leave you with that. If you want to get more information about what it is that I'm doing, right, more about my way out, okay, you can click the link in the description. It will be available to you after this video is, ended. And go ahead and head over to the website, get yourself some information, really see if the community resonates with you. It's step by step. Like, you're going to be able to go through the website and see exactly what your process will be, everything that's available to you when you come inside of the community. We would love to have you inside of the community. It's growing and evolving. It's the hottest community online right now, just because of what it offers, right? Just because we're offering you a way out for real. You don't have to do much thinking when you come into the community. You don't. We're really offering you a strong way out. Where you can go fast. This doesn't have to be a slow walk. You can go real fast with this. And so I enjoyed coming to talk to you guys so much, just coming to build with you guys and giving you some more information and knowledge about how you can change your life as well. And I will see you guys on my next uploaded video, okay? I need to see you inside those videos. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.